Jai Gurudev and very good evening to all my dear students. Today I am going to continue this topic, chapter that is poverty as a challenge, chapter 3 of economics. So dear student, already we have done these topics in a previous class, that is poverty line, causes of poverty and global poverty scenario. These topics we have completed in a previous class. Now today I am going to start from this topic, that is anti-poverty measures. So listen very carefully because this topic is very important and every year some questions are come in from this topic. So anti-poverty measures, as this name suggests, anti-poverty. So what government has taken the steps for the removal of the poverty. So removal of poverty has been one of the major objective of India. Like so many objectives are there for the development of India. So one objective is that to remove of the poverty from the India. This is the one utmost development strategy of the India. So the current anti-poverty scheme is divided into two parts. Now see, this strategy has divided into two parts, that is the promotion of economic growth and targeted anti-poverty program. That is the first one is the promotion of the promotion of the economic growth, and second one is anti-poverty measures. Targeted anti-poverty measures. So these are the two schemes divided into two: promotion of the economic growth and targeted anti-poverty program or measures. So since the 80s, India's economic growth has been one of the fastest in the world. There is a strong link between economic growth and poverty reduction. Means there is a very strong link between the economic growth and poverty reduction, because if the poverty has reduced, so automatically the economic growth has developed or economic growth has increased. So some of the schemes which are formulated to affect poverty direct or indirect. So first scheme is that Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Act 2005. It is also called MNREGA. Again, first scheme is government scheme is that to remove the poverty, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. That is called, in short, it is called MNREGA. So what are the main objective of MNREGA? So it aims to provide 100 days of employment. MNREGA its first objective of this scheme is that to give 100 days of employment to the rural people who needs to need to do the job. Then employment to every household to ensure livelihood security in rural areas. And in MNREGA, 1/3 of the proposed job have been reserved for the women. This is very important in MNREGA, that 1/3 of the rural population of the women, they get the job. Jobs are secured for the women in MNREGA. And if they not get the job, so they will get the unemployment allowance. If they are not getting job in any reason, so they will get the unemployment allowances. And second scheme, anti-poverty scheme, is that is the Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana. It is also called PMRY. So in this scheme that was started this in 1993. This scheme was started in 1993, and the main aim of the program is to create self-employment opportunities for educated unemployment youth in rural areas and small towns. Again I am repeating this was started 1993, and the main aim of this program is to create self-employment opportunities for this unemployment, means educated unemployment youth in rural areas and small towns. Then third scheme is that is rural employment generation program, REGP, and this scheme was started in 1995, and the main aim was launched program is to create self-employment opportunities in rural areas and small towns. Means in this scheme the main aim of this scheme or program is to create self-employment opportunities in rural areas and small towns. The third one is that is the Swर्ण Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana. This is called SGSY, and it is started in 1999. It is this scheme was launched in 1999, and the program aims at this Swर्ण Jayanti program aims at bringing the assisted poor families above the poverty line by organizing them into self-help groups through and mix of bank credit and government subsidy. This Swर्ण Jayanti Gram Swaraj Yojana SGSY, the main aim is to organize the self-help groups, and through this group they join all the this poor rural peoples, and they give the bank credit and government subsidy to the this poor household peoples. And fifth one is Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana, that is called in short PMGY. So this scheme was started or launched in 2000, and this program this additional central assistance is given to the states for basic services such as primary service, health services, primary education services, then rural shelters, drinking water, and rural electrification. So these facilities has given by the Pradhan Mantri Yojana PMGY. Means you see if you go in the village side, so you see the water facilities are there, drinking facilities are there, then in the roads you see the electric poles are there, primary schools are there, hospitals are there. So these all facilities has given by the this Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana only. These are the some of the schemes which government has started. Again I am repeating, these anti-poverty measures or schemes are Manrega Manrega 2005, National Rural Employment Development 2005, then Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana PMRY, then Rural Employment Generation Program REGP, then Swर्ण Jayanti Gram Swaraj Yojana SGSY, then Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana. So these are the anti-poverty measures which are started by the government for the rural people, for their betterment, for the development of the villages. If the villages are developed, automatically the economic development also enhanced. But the result of these program has been mixed. In somewhere these programs has very much success, but in few places, few villages, their schemes has not reached, because so so many reasons are there. First one is lack of proper implementation and right targeting. Second one is the benefit of these schemes are not fully reached to the deserving poor, means those who are really very poor peoples. They are not getting these facilities because the reason behind that they are illiterate. They don't have such knowledge of these schemes, these measures. So they are not getting any facilities. So deserving people are not getting these facilities. Now, so next topic, that is the challenges. So in India, poverty has certainly declined in India, but it still remains India's most compelling challenge and poverty reduction. That is expected to make better program is next 10 to 15 years. Means we have means government has expected that to make better progress in next 10 to 15 years, and they can be achieved by higher economic growth. So that is a challenge for our Indian government to remove the poverty. Okay, so maybe it will happen after 10 to 15 years. So dear student, this topic is completed here only. And the last topic that is anti-poverty measures. So you learn all these measures or schemes. Okay. So I will send you also PDF of question answers of this chapter. So you write in your notebook. Okay. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.